Hey, I'm Rainey. I'm a long-time myofascial release therapist, and I love spending time on the mat. If you're so inclined, follow along, grab a full-length foam roller, join me down here, and let's get into it. I find that fascia is gaining so much recognition, and there's a felt sense to fascia that is crucial to understanding it. So here we are on the mat. The roller is behind the head. Let's just keep the feet bent or the knees bent for a moment. Knees are bent, feet are on the mat. And from here, let's just kind of shimmy those hips, making sure that you have some space right off the bat between your head and your tail. So coming down, shimmy, maybe a little lift of those hips, just to bring that lower end of the body down towards the mat. And then you can hold on to that roller if it feels good to you and just turn that head and neck a bit from side to side, really feeling that bony ridge right across the back of the skull. So really the emphasis more is on that bony ridge right across the back of the skull than it is like directly onto that cervical spine area of the neck. Now, for me, and anytime I tell you about why I'm doing what I'm doing for my body, sometimes that's just a invitation for you to find what works here in your body. If my brain is moving really fast, or if my body is a little achy, or if I just need to settle down, sometimes just taking a few minutes here, connecting into the body. So we have some of that pressure feedback, right? We're getting some pressure into the back of the head here. And sometimes just that pressure into the body can start to feel soothing to your system. So if you are of that kind of simply trying to quiet your mind or feel into that more meditative part of your mind, just feels untethered to you, utilizing a little bit of pressure into the body can give you some sensory feedback where your nervous system, that quieter part of your mind can be like, oh, I actually have something that feels more tangible that you can lean into here. With any good session on the mat, whether it's 5 minutes or 15 minutes, allowing yourself to first land, but then also take a little inventory, maybe moving that head and neck here. In our case, for example, moving that head and neck from side to side can help you understand some of that pressure that's being held in the body. And now, so for me, if I look over to what is my left, I get some different feedback that signals, oh, that kind of feels good over there. I feel it relating down the entire left side, especially as it moves, that sensory awareness moves a bit down the spine. I like it. From here, we can just take a breath, right? So as you move your head and neck from side to side, maybe you find that bony ridge, some of those bony points, like it translates a little more clearly to you from one side to the other, or maybe centered is what draws your attention. Now, let's just have a little chat here. We're keeping the technique really simple, where that pressure into the back of the skull feels good to you, maybe productive, like it's communicative. Because around here, understanding the body's ability to communicate to you through sensation, that is the conversation I really like to talk about. It's a feedback, it's a sensory feedback that I really like to tune into. So here we're just leaning, utilizing some pressure into the back of the head in a way that starts to signal to you, oh, I'm kind of on to something. Oh, that feels good. Oh, I feel that moving farther away from the area that there is pressure and down, out, kind of transmitting into the body a bit. And from this point, we like to hang out. Hang out until the body feeds back to you like, oh, what happens if you tilt your head this way or dip your chin down towards your chest that way? And those small adjustments are like our emphasis, our part of the conversation, right? Because if you're just listening but not moving or making any sort of small adjustments or signaling to your body like, I feel that or I hear that, it feels like a one-sided conversation. So we're looking for that initial contact with some determining movement, kind of like a taking inventory, sinking into that sensory feedback that we're receiving, hanging out there. So now we can start to receive that information, that now we're getting feedback from the body. And then if we need to make any small adjustments, we're indicating to the body that, oh yeah, I feel that. And then the body feeds back and you make small adjustments. Maybe you dip your chin or you turn your head and the body's like, oh yeah, there's that exhale, or there's that kind of soothing reciprocation in the body. There's that feedback that signals, yes, I like where you just landed. And then we hang out. Maybe you get your feedback in a way that says, continue to shift or adjust. Or maybe you're getting that feedback that says, oh yeah, let's hang out. Maybe lengthen just a smidge through those feet so you can feel some length into the whole system. And it's in this way that we have a little back and forth dialogue between pressure and some movement, a little bit of adjustment. There's this leaning in, a little bit of waiting until the body feeds back to you before you adjust. And then you adjust and you wait for that body to again feed back. It's a back and forth dialogue that can be so simple when you know the steps to take to listen. And you can lean and adjust and have it feel so simplistic. It's a lot of what we do around here. Take finding and engaging with the body in a way that signals to your fascial system, to your connective tissue, in a way that signals to your nervous system, this feels calming and safe and soothing, in a way that gives your brain something besides external noise or chatter or internal rumination or constant scanning to pay attention to. And that's where that mind-body connection comes into such clear discovery. So when you see these videos or this channel pop up into your feed, make sure that you have your roller handy, or you can spend a little time on your mat, or you can sit back and learn while you watch and listen. There's often not that much to really watch or see, because where the important stuff happens is what you feel into your own body. So make sure you have a mat, a foam roller, a ball. And when you're ready to lean into your body and also tune into some fascial transmissions or nervous system calming techniques, get into the habit of leaning into your body while we have a little dialogue, while you have a little dialogue with your own body, with your own lines of tension, and we take it from there. This is where you begin to listen with greater clarity. Make sure you have that foam roller, and I'll see you in a video real soon.